Well, for more on this, we're now joined via Skype by Selimo Thabane, who's Lesotho's Consul General. Thanks very much indeed for joining us. Welcome to the program.
Thank you very much, Peter. How are you doing?
Yeah, we're not bad, but sad news to hear that your nationals passed away in this mine in Orkney.
Yeah, well, this is sad news indeed.
Was this your first understanding that Lesotho nationals might have been involved in informal mining, perhaps even illegal?
Not really. It's well, I think it's a known thing. But this was my first experience.
All right. So, what more is known about this group?
You mean the illegal miners?
Yes, the ones that have been identified as coming from Lesotho.
Oh no, we identified 10, but today we were able to identify an extra one. So in totality, we got a number of 11. All I can say is, fortunate enough, their next of kins were here to identify them, and yeah, well, you can imagine. You can imagine it was quite an emotional day.
It's also very sad, I would imagine, for you as a Lesotho nationals that your countrymen are traveling so far to South Africa to get involved in this kind of mining where their safety is not guaranteed.
It's saddening. It's a question of socio-economic matters. It's not just a problem of Lesotho. It's a global concern, and we hope day in, day out we will be able to eradicate this concern. But I think, to be honest with you, it's a great concern. It's a great concern, yeah.
All right. What are you going to do as a government to try and find ways to mitigate this kind of thing?
Like I said before, that we'll have meetings with the South African government, and we'll have time to peel the onion. I mean, this is not just something you will wake up and find a solution to. You need to understand the different layers of the onion, and then you'll find the core problem. I think we need to engage with government. We also need to engage with the illegal miners, make them part of the discussions, and we'll find an amicable solution, I should believe, yeah.
Listening to the Premier of the Northwest, it sounds as if, although it's informal and perhaps illegal, this seemed to be a level of organization.
I always say that you cannot, Peter, you cannot leave Lesotho and come mine in South Africa without consent of South Africans. This Basotho who died here are just foot soldiers. There are landlords here. There are people they mine for, and it's a cartel. It's an organized crime, and we can't just blame Basotho for it. We need to sit down and engage till we find an amicable solution.
Speaking to the families, have you been able to establish perhaps how long these miners have been mining at this shaft in Orkney?
Well, I could not find that from the families, but most of them are young, and they were, I think, some of them were just 2-3 months here, and some of them were just a year. I think that's what I could find from the family members.
What assistance are you able to and hoping to give the families?
Well, for now, the families that have been here, families that have identified the bodies, they have decided that they'll come collect their loved ones. We still have bodies that have not been identified at all, as in there were no tags attached to them. We're still assisting as government. We're providing transport and a few other things. But I've spoken to the Director General of Foreign Affairs back at home. The government is still looking on how it will actually play a role in assisting Basotho nationals. Yeah.
So this mine, I mean, it was disused, right?
Yeah, it's a closed shaft. Yeah.
Wow. So questions must be asked about the owners of these shafts, why they're not making sure that A, entry is difficult, and B, that people are not on the premises after they've closed the shafts.
Like I said to you, that this is organized, well organized. It's not just people moving from Lesotho to here and mining. It's well organized. The Premier did say there's a proper line, a proper system running down there. So it's well organized. So yeah.
I suppose at this stage you have no idea just how many people are involved, maybe from Lesotho and other countries.
Well, you mean
in illegal mining?
No. I honestly don't know.
All right.
Yeah.
From where you were at this mine, did you get a sense that there's a community of Basotho there?
Yeah. There's a lot of Basotho around here. I mean, in Kuma, in Kanana, in Stelfontein, there's quite a number of Basotho around. Yeah, there is.
And so they've been coming for years and years. Some might have even worked on those mines before they were closed and just stayed.
Possibly, yeah.
All right. So what's the most critical thing on your list right now in terms of dealing with this matter and moving forward?
I think this hurdle first. We need to move our bodies back home. That's the first hurdle, and thereafter we need to have a first meeting and engage with the community around. We need to engage with leadership here and map a way forward, and then we'll take it from there.
Yeah, and I suppose also back home, build an economy to make it less compelling for people to cross the border.
Definitely. I mean, the government has to find a way on how they could actually try as much as possible to avoid such.
Consul General, thank you very much indeed for joining us at this very difficult time, and we wish you and your compatriots all the best. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Peter, and thank you again. Yeah.
Thank you. All right,
Yeah.
That's the Lesotho Consul General speaking to us there about this tragic news of Basotho nationals that were found dead in a mine in Orkney, and it's alleged that they're illegal miners involved in illegal mining. The shaft itself closed, but in what appears to be organized mining, it's been carrying on, but sadly it's ended in tragedy.